Can you hear me?
Okay. Yep.
You need to log out of AllPro and back in because I cannot send chats to you.
Weird. Okay. Oh, this thing is in the way. It's stuck. I hate apples.
Say it louder.
I hate apples.
Louder. Say it like you mean it. you know I'm just trying to get you in trouble.
Be kind about the exactly.
I'm a troublemaker.
You are a troublemaker.
Man, the things I used to do in school.
I know.
I would find ways to get kids to get crazy without me being known as the instigator. And then I'd sit back and watch my handiwork.
So I wouldn't even mean to do that. I'd just say things like, wouldn't it be funny if? And
Well,
then
yeah.
all of a sudden they'd be off doing the thing. And I was like, oh, I never meant you to actually do that. That's a terrible idea.
I was quite devious. And yes, that was one of my tricks. Because kids are so dumb.
They really are. They'll just do all kinds of random
I think I've mentioned this before. I thought that when we all grew up, we'd all become smart, right? Or at least they'd catch up to me. And no, I was totally wrong about that.
Nope. All right, so I've chatted you.
Well, that's not what I meant to send you.
I would say not, no. I was trying to do a Facebook like pre-video, like, hey, look where I'm going to be talking to you from in just a couple minutes. I was trying to do Facebook Live because everybody says you should and it wouldn't go on. And so then I was trying to just do Facebook in general, but for some reason it wouldn't let me post it to that page. It would let me personal page, not the same thing. All right, so join audio. And I mute myself here just to make sure.
Please do.
Thank you, dear. Okay, so I muted on my phone, which means you can hear me on the computer. Okay.
Okay, I'm sending out the invite now so people will start jumping in.
Okay. And then hit mute here. Come on.
You're totally muted.
Thank you.
Could you hear me when I said you're totally muted?
Yes.
Okay.
So experimenting. Oh God, that thing's gorgeous. So let's see if you can see this really well on the camera because it's really gorgeous. And I keep thinking I'm going to walk around looking at the phone and walk into something that's important, which would be bad. But look at the shadows coming off of that thing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So that one's fun. There's some gorgeous stuff here.
So she's a painter, right?
She's a painter and he's a sculptor. So they actually have their own stations in here as well that they can work on.
If it were me.
So you've got some of her stuff. So this is something she's currently working on. And
Hold on, I'm
you've
trying to
got
post
also
links.
some of her.
So does somebody need to say, like, is the art, the way that it's loaded and everything, it's actually the piece you have in the back, does somebody need to say what the trailer is thinking?
Her work is here.
Did you unpin my thing?
Well, there can only be one thing pinned at a time.
Oh.
So you told me to pin the other one. Although then I was noticing it doesn't exactly show up unless you look for the thing that's pinned. It was kind of weird, so I am unpinned mine too. I don't know. Be a learning experience.
Yep.
And they have this gorgeous jellyfish stuff.
That looks like Star Trek.
It kind of does, right?
It's always been funny to me how space and the ocean look very similar.
Mm-hmm.
They're even like a really dark blue color.
Well, and they're both crazily inaccessible unless you have the right, like they're not hospitable to us. And yeah, it's crazy cool. Oh yeah, and this swing set tree thing
Oh, sweet.
actually has like a. So, and everything's still under construction. They have saws going off from time to time. Piano is like gigantic.
Wow.
And they've got this dark room thing. I still haven't even gone in there. Oh. So still mostly dark, although that's gorgeous. All this texture and craziness in here. Although some of the paintings are still wet. Derek's been helping him move stuff, and so he's got green paint on his hands.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How
So
many
there have been all kinds
people
of support things? Or?
do you think we'll
Huh?
have today?
Not sure. I had several reply yes, and then last time several that didn't reply yes joined us because they're just, joined us. But I know Adam did. Yvonne wanted to, but she sent an email that I haven't gotten a chance to check yet. So I don't know what that's about. I'm hoping Tish will. Rosie was telling me she wants to join, but life keeps happening. So Angela's like, we need to make that happen. That's important sounding. And Rosie's like, and when?
So Amanda Sharp
working on all
just
that.
canceled.
All right. Because I didn't chase people down much like at all this week. I'm like, they've done it several times in a row now. We put out the thing. So I did like a half and half thing last time. And this time I didn't do much chasing like at all. So we'll see if people actually want to do this and we'll take responsibility or not.
Yep. That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
I kind of think even if people aren't, it's one of those things that you have to be consistent about before it catches.
Yeah. Well, and if we can put on a good show, even if there's a couple people and I can do this like silly art gallery interview thing and people get a chance to talk. And like you said, we've got good feedback on them. Facebook, Michelle.
Hello.
Who's working on it. Hey,
Looks like you
darling,
guys
how you
are both-
doing? Well,
Looks
we're
like you
both
guys-
somewhere fun. Where are you at?
I'm at Qdoba.
I know it does. Well, Qdoba looks very exciting today.
Yeah, I may put you guys on mute because I'm thinking it's too loud. So
It's fine.
I will. Is it okay? Is it
All we can
too
hear
loud?
is you right now.
Okay, good. Good.
If you get a screaming
Excellent.
baby sitting next to you, maybe you'll go on mute.
Yeah, we'll
Yep.
do that.
Which Dave can do that if it happens and you forget. And I think you can take yourself off too when you need to.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. I've got the little microphone down here so I can go off and on. So cool.
Life is good.
Mm-hmm.
Cute hat.
Thank you. Didn't feel like messing with the hair today, so.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
He has it so easy.
Mm-hmm.
I had a bad hair. I had a really bad hair day
See if I can get my cameraman over here.
Mm-hmm. You had a bad hair day
so then you just
Dave?
cut it all off again?
Yeah, I woke up yesterday. It was all frizzy. I couldn't do anything with it. I tried putting it up, putting it down. It just wouldn't work. Wouldn't cooperate.
Well, that's like that that headset there. It's like the ultimate headband. It goes on.
Mm-hmm.
People think you're doing something useful with it, and it just keeps your hair back. Where are the boys?
Absolutely. I like it.
Do you like this gorgeous? Look where I am. It's like the funnest place on the planet.
Where are you? What are you doing?
I'm in Arizona at a soon-to-be open art gallery. So I'm like having fun.
Oh, wow.
Walking around, looking at all the stuff. It's way fun.
Very
so it's not even quite open
it.
yet. So there's art everywhere, and I keep worrying that I'm going to look at the camera and like step on something important.
Yes.
Yeah. Why are they letting you in there, Chantel?
Because they don't know me very well yet. They're lovely friends, but we don't have as much practical application as
remember to keep your gesturing small today.
Oh, I can't do giant gestures today. I know, right? It's a concern.
I love it.
Well, that's what I was hoping. Oh, this is cool. I keep finding new stuff because they've got all these like closets full of more stuff.
Yeah.
It's the associates only one. I'm associated with them. Does that count?
There you go.
Well, there's no armed guards. Probably
Yeah.
Exactly, right? Seems legit. And they actually have in-process stuff, so it's really cool. So how's Qdoba?
It's good, but I think I can't get on their internet because they time you out. So I'm on my hotspot and it's running a little slow. Yeah. So
Happens.
Chantel, didn't we send somebody to Michelle for the reputation management?
Destiny, yeah. Did you guys get a chance to talk, or did her husband end up being ill again?
I know we're scheduled to talk on Monday. We have a call scheduled. And actually I was going to reach out and say thank you because you also sent Stephanie my way.
Right, Ryan, yeah.
Yes, and we had a great call yesterday, and I think we're going to be able to hopefully work something out. So I sent her some stuff, and then she wants me to talk with one of her partners. So we're scheduling a follow-up call. So
there you go.
Nice.
Is that Adam? Is that Adam Kemper?
That is Adam
Thank
Kemper.
You. Hello,
We let anybody in here.
Right. Oh wait, you scared him off. Where'd he go?
You brought the monkey.
I think Adam likes
monkey
working
with
there
the
just
tie.
for the mascot.
I get to play with the monkey.
Mm-hmm.
So how's everybody
Yeah, I'd
doing?
say so. That's
Good.
So you guys know the guy that does the puppeteer stuff.
Henson?
Oh,
The comedian.
Oh,
the comedian.
Jeff
yeah.
Dunham.
Jeff Dunham. Yeah, I get to go see him in about 2 weeks.
Nice. He's coming to town?
Yeah.
Oh.
That'd
That'd
be
be
cool.
fun.
Adam, you got to learn how to do that with that monkey.
Yeah, ventriloquism is very difficult, I understand.
You
My
know,
mouth
he
always
started.
wants to move.
You know, he started when he was like 7 years old. He's been doing it that long.
I've actually heard some of that in his sketches because the stories about his childhood and the messed up pictures of the early mannequins or whatever puppets. They're
I know
disturbing.
ventriloquist puppets are creepy anyway, but
It's so cool that you can't just go to Walmart and buy one of those. He actually makes them himself. That's incredible.
Yeah. Well, it's just like all that Jim Henson stuff. Have you ever seen the book Between the Cracks, the story behind Sesame Street?
Mm-mm.
So there's a big coffee table book that I have that I bought years ago at a used bookstore that is all about that. And it shows the creature workshop and how Jim Henson would be like walking by a dumpster and he'd see random like shag carpet. And he'd be like, oh, that'd be perfect. So there's like piles of 1970s and 80s carpet remnants in a stack in a corner.
Well, that explains the look of the puppets.
Yeah, he'd be like, oh, that'd be perfect. Or he'd find like a box of like different shaped round objects being thrown out and he'd save them. So yeah, the workshop looks like a dump.
Interesting. I actually didn't know that.
Yeah. He could make anything into a character though. The fire pipes that come out of the wall in the workshop, he drew faces on all of the angles and all of the parts where it stops. And they have this picture in the book and it's like 20 little creature faces all on this fire hose sticking out of the wall.
Oh my God.
Jim
That's
Henson was
awesome.
bored.
these crazy creative people, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, Destiny,
Everybody.
hey there.
how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Getting myself situated. You're in a much better space than I've been. I think you're going to win this month.
I might. I had to get on a plane to get here.
That's dedication.
The only way you're beating me to this month is if you actually get to report in from the ER, like behind the curtain.
So wait, if I'm reporting in from like a beach on Hawaii, I still don't win?
All right, beach on Hawaii, you might, maybe.
I'll be doing that in 3 months.
I love you guys.
Well,
If I'm on a
go with
beach in
me.
Hawaii, there's a significant percentage chance I'm not at this meeting.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Dave's gonna be.
Dave, God bless your dedication. If I get to a beach,
Yes.
I've worked way too hard to get there.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, we were joking around about. Actually, see if I can grab him. Maybe. Follow me. I'm in cool places.
And I sent you a chat message, Destiny. I need to get a couple pieces of information so I can finish that connection email we talked about in our meeting.
Great.
Come on over. It's too bright over there, so you can't see. Yes, so I'm just having fun doing the whole reporter thing earlier with Dave while we were testing this out.
So what
I was
state are
doing
you in?
She's in a state of
You have to
denial.
listen to the report and find out. I'm in state of denial. Yeah, I work with Dave. So, yeah, so I'm Chantel with AllPro Web Tools, and I'm in Phoenix, Arizona at an art gallery that I keep pronouncing wrong, so I'm going to have Philip say it.
Desert Mountain Fine Art.
That'll work better.
It's really
I keep calling
hard.
it Martin. I don't know why.
Desert Martin.
Desert Martin Fine Art. So it's Desert Mountain Fine Art. And this is Philip, and his lovely friend Gabby is over here.
My
She
wife.
snuck out of the picture. And he has been trying to get this together for quite a while. How many years have you been trying to get this together?
Year and a half?
Year and a half?
Maybe 2.
Okay,
No, a
I
year and
thought
a
it was
half.
longer. That's like way anticlimactic. But
He's always talked about it.
okay, he's always talked about it, is what I keep hearing.
We've been doing the gallery thing for 10 years, or 10 to 15 years, depending on.
Very cool. So why don't you show us something extra special in the gallery?
Well, that's Gabby.
That's Gabby.
She came on the
Nothing like me putting him on the spot.
Everything's special in the gallery. It's we've got 20 to 25 different artists, so it's an eclectic mix. It's what we're trying for is something for everybody. So what I consider to be special is going to be different, of course, than what someone else may pick, and that's kind of the point of art to us. This is one of my newest finished pieces, and it's been getting a lot of attention. Beethoven coming up. Well, it's part of his legend is that he would take the legs off the pianos to feel the vibrations through the floor, and that was how he would, because he started going deaf in his early 20s. So that's kind of been a special piece for me. And we have Beth Ridgway here. She's just won a, don't quote me on this, but it's something like she's in the top 60 contemporary artists in the world. She's even going to Florence, Italy to receive an award. She's been to Japan. She's hugely recognized. That's the abstract style. So I mean, both those I would say are fun pieces. Really, to us, it's about the stories behind the artists. So it's come here with stories.
It's very cool. Yeah, we've got, there's some absolutely gorgeous things here, and I've been having fun walking around, and it's still getting set up. Your grand opening is officially tomorrow and the day after, Friday and Saturday, right?
From 4 to 9, technically. Really, I'm big time going from 6 to 9. Good question. So tell your friends.
Yes, if you're already in Phoenix or you want to hop on a plane like now, you can come visit him too. We're having fun with this. This is one of my husband's very best friends. And we also have some, yeah, he's the cameraman. And so there's that, and then I've gotten the opportunity to meet some of our awesome clients out here, and yeah, it's been a very fun thing. Also, you know, try to remember not to, that most of the plants will poke you, you know. There's way too many cactuses out here.
Good point.
So yeah, they've got some absolutely gorgeous stuff over here. How about everybody else? Where are you chiming in from? We've got Chipotle.
Well, actually, I'm at Qdoba.
Oh, Qdoba?
Yeah.
My office,
And
but
it looks
possibly on the road from partway through.
Cool, that works. Yeah, we don't get the trophy room today, Adam.
No, we multiple locations. Today we've got the fancy glass in my sitting area over there.
Nice. The sitting in her right across from the printer?
Well, I've got a coffee table area. The printer's behind it.
Oh, okay. The depth perception is a little funky.
Yeah, you got to have somewhere for the
just...
printer. One of those
Yeah,
necessary
sure.
pieces, but I have a nice little view behind me out a window into the courtyard.
Nice.
Very cool.
Yeah, makes me feel fancy.
We're about ready to get started. Welcome, everybody. Glad to have you here.
Hello.
We have Chantel reporting live from Phoenix, Arizona today.
Oh, the husband. Yes, here I am.
So Chantel, you met with Taxonista this morning. How'd that go out in Phoenix?
It went really, really well. Oops. Sorry, I'm switching over from this to my laptop, so I will be right here.
All right.
Because this will work way better.
All right.
So, but yeah, it went really, really well over there. They've just gotten their new office. They've been moving in for a while. And so they're all set up and good to go and having a good time. And they're still trying to figure out where everything goes exactly. But it's pretty impressive to watch the operation they've got together already. I think they've only been in there officially like 2 weeks.
Which closet? Which closet? The one right there.
And it sounds like we had some meetings come together. Destiny and Adam, you guys had a one-to-one?
Mm-hmm. We sure did.
Got some folks to connect her to, and started that already, and just going to see what we can do to help each other out.
Yep.
So is this your first time meeting each other?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Connections are being made.
Yeah.
Zoom is a good thing. We had a virtual meeting.
And so how long were you in traffic before you got to the meeting? Yeah,
No moss on traffic.
that's something I've really been enjoying after these meetings are over is I'm at my desk, so I just start working again. Really
Right.
Yeah.
When I met with
It
Jade too,
is.
so we're working to help each other out in that also. So
excellent. Love to hear those success stories.
We met right after this meeting, which was really nice because we were already set up. We didn't have to travel. We just took a 15-minute break. I spilled trail mix all over my kitchen and then we went up together. So it worked out really well.
Nice.
That's great. I'm glad to hear it's working out for everybody.
I had a
Chantel?
meeting with Michelle, and we might be working together.
Yes. Hi, Stephanie. How are you?
Hey, Michelle, doing awesome. You?
Good. I'm doing good. I actually have a call with Jade after this, and then I have a call with Destiny on Monday. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
Destiny's fun.
Excellent.
Destiny's super fun, so be prepared to laugh.
Okay.
Agreed.
Yeah, don't be drinking at the time, huh?
Okay.
No.
No. She keeps
love
the ball
it.
rolling.
I love it.
Very good thing. All right. Can everybody hear me all right now that I've switched over?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good. Okay. We've got the monkey nodding over for you, Adam. All right. Well, welcome once again to virtual networking where we can be all over the place and still get a chance to talk. And I can be over here in Arizona supporting my friends, opening their art gallery and meeting people and still get to talk to all you fine people. This works out well. As a reminder, as always, we get the opportunity to record these and put them on YouTube. So you'll get a chance to see anything you want to see again. And then also within the chat system, if you put "ad" before anything you say, you can have us feature that on the YouTube video. So that way you can have everybody know your contact info so that they can reach out to you if they see this video.
Yes, very important. Yeah. Yes.
Always a good thing. And also go ahead and chat in and let me know where you're joining us from, since we've got people from multiple countries and states and all kinds of good fun going on this week.
And Walker, welcome to the event. Could you go ahead and turn your phone sideways so you fill up the screen for us? That be all right? Excellent, thank you. And we're gonna go ahead and take our group photo real quick. So if everybody gets ready to for their big smile. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, great.
Makes it easier to find a good frame of us, doesn't it, Dave?
Yeah. We're doing it that way from now on.
Rather than getting all candids and trying to make it work.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Well, like I said, this is a good participation event. We want to hear as much as possible from all of you, so that way we get a good feel for each other's personalities, get that out there. So, of course, feel free to communicate within the chat constantly. Like I said, talking within passing notes is totally okay this time. And you can also, if you want to talk and somebody else is talking, feel free to raise your hand and ask questions and throw stuff out there. And that'll, hi Hollie, yes, I was waving at you. So that way we can be able to chat with each other and keep that going on. And of course, this is our AllPro Web Tools event. So, all right, it looks like we have Adam Kemper was the first one to pipe up. So Adam, why don't you tell us about yourself?
Okay, I'm Adam Kemper, the Vice President of Business Operations with Employer Essentials. Our friend here, Harris, he's the monkey on the back of business owners when it comes to payroll, staffing, and HR, and all the things that business owners get bogged down in so they don't love running a business. Our motto is run a business, have a life. So I'm an expert at listening to what business owners aren't happy about and seeing if there's an opportunity for us to make that take that monkey off their back.
Cool. Very cool. And then we have Michelle from Denver at Qdoba right now.
Yes. Well, I had a lunch meeting, and so I just hung out here and did some work, and now I'm hopping on. Looking forward to my call with Jade. after this. But I'm Michelle Hoglan with Top Hat Creative Marketing. We're an online review company. So we handle the 4 and 5 stars you see on Google, Yelp, everywhere else. We have a system where we can filter that for our clients. So we make sure that you are putting your best foot forward online.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. And then Lidie.
Hi.
Hi, Lidie. It's good to see you officially.
Yeah, we talked yesterday, and yeah, so I am in Lakewood, and I help small business owners with CRM. Not one CRM per se, but I really help more on the consulting side. So trying to help them choose the one that is a best fit for their business and for how they operate. And I've heard about AllPro web tools through my lawyer and through different people, and now I finally decided to check it out, and I got to talk to Chantel a little bit about it yesterday. I'm here to learn more because some of the customers that I get, I think might be a good fit for your product.
Cool. Thanks for that, Lidie. And then we've got Destiny.
Hi everybody, Coach Destiny here, and I help business owners with the internal BS that they're telling themselves that make it hard for them to run their business, or they get stuck. A lot of it shows up as overwhelm, or all of a sudden they hire a bunch of really crappy employees and they can't figure out what's happening, and a lack of confidence. So I help them figure out why all of that's happening quickly and effortlessly, give it a little shift so that they can grow and run the business that they want to run. And I have a lot of fun doing it too. So that's me.
Destiny always has fun.
Yep.
And then we have Jade.
Awesome. I'm going to piggyback off of Destiny. She's a lot of fun to meet with, and she's already helping me with the internal. Since I am creative, I do Found Synergy videography, creative brained, not really a sales brain. So I tell myself I suck at sales, and she's like, stop it. You're good at it. And it's really nice to have that kind of reassurance from Destiny or whoever to break those things that you get, stuck in.
Thank you. And then we've got David, who's going to talk to us more today. Yes, to you, David Whistler.
Oh, am I to introduce myself too, or do you want me to wait? Oh, okay.
Go ahead and tell us the smaller version about who you are, and then he's going to tell us a lot more later on.
I'm not a small person, so there's not a lot of small parts about who I am. So my name is David. I'm in the North Denver area, but I work all over the country. I work for a company called Pay It Forward Processing, and we do credit card processing for businesses of all types. But what really helps us stand apart the most against our competitors is that a portion of every transaction gets donated to a charity of our business's choice. And so every business gets the opportunity to give back to the local community and get more involved, as well as to save money. So that's briefly who I am, and I'll explain more later.
Very cool. All right, and Steve.
Hi, I'm Steve Cassingham. I'm head of creative at Evolv Creative. It's a digital agency that pretty much focuses on design, media, and strategy. We also kind of specialize in branding, and that's pretty much what we do. We work for businesses that are startups, nonprofits, stuff like that, and trying to strategize their business to success.
Thanks, Steve. Dave Kramer, the other one.
Hello, I'm Dave Kramer, currently from AllPro Web Tools, but I'm a serial small business owner. I've started 11 businesses now in the last 30 years, and I enjoy helping others to avoid some of the common pitfalls in business. Like, first thing they do is buy a bunch of pens with their logo on them. Don't need to do that. So if you have any questions, talk to me later.
Well, what if it has a laser pointer on it?
That sounds pretty
cool. Then clearly that's very useful. You can at least attract cats that way, right?
That changes everything.
Yeah. All right, and we have the person who is chiming in from the farthest away from any of us, I believe. Diana, where are you from?
Hi there, everybody. Well, I originate from Germany, but I live in Spain. Yeah.
Welcome.
Welcome, Diana. And
From a kingdom far, far away.
Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, you were working towards being a virtual assistant?
Exactly. I used to work in HP for 15 years, and I kind of got bored of the corporate setting. And I decided to step out of the hamster wheel for some time and figure out what I want to do. And so now I'm starting to turn into that direction, yeah. I found a mentor, I joined some meeting groups. That's how I found out about this setup, and here I am.
We're happy to have you.
Welcome.
Happy to join.
And I've got my social pro, Hollie. Let's hear about you, Hollie.
Well, hello. I'm Hollie Claire, the social media advisor. One of my social sisters, Michelle Hoglan, is on as well. Hi, some familiar faces. My company tells stories and builds relationships for small businesses that provide a service to others by the use of social media. We believe that there's importance between ownership, education, and accountability, and all of the tasks that we have provided for our clients focuses on those core values. Someone that we might be looking for this week would be in the restaurant industry. We had a great meeting this afternoon at a hibachi grill that's local, and a lot of really fun ideas came out of that meeting. And so I would love some introductions to some different restaurants that might be looking to grow their brand using social media.
Excellent. All right, and I haven't heard from, who else? Stephanie?
I'm Stephanie O'Brien from Brandon, Manitoba, and I help business owners who just don't have the time or desire to do their own marketing and to figure out what marketing materials they need, and I write those materials for them. So instead of them having to figure it out and spend their personal time doing something they just don't enjoy, they can focus on doing the work that they love and are good at. So if anybody wants to know more about me, my website is coachclientconnection.com, or you can email me at stephanie@coachclientconnection.com.
Cool. And Michelle, have we heard from you? Oh, okay. Sorry about that. There's so many of you now. It's hard to keep track. Did I miss anybody for the record?
Steven, we'll give him a shot.
No, we talked to him. Okay, so we're good.
No, Steven Walker.
Oh,
Steven
Now
Walker.
there's two.
Hi.
But I think there he is. So you're on mute, Steven. There you go.
Sorry, guys. I had a phone call come through, so I had to take it.
Okay.
But yeah, my name is Stephen Walker, and I own a company called Walker Promotes. My wife and I own it. We started in September. We sell promotional products, and we also promote our customers. We do that as more of a service to our customers. Of course, we want them to buy products, but we do the promotions for free. So.
And how did you hear about the event today, Stephen?
I'm not sure. I can't remember who added me to this group. I think maybe Chantel. Maybe does that sound right?
Sure.
I can't remember honestly. Somebody added me to the group, and I saw it on the group there. So.
Well, welcome.
Great to have you in. Definitely.
I appreciate it.
All right.
So,
I think that's everybody.
All right. Cool. So every week, as you guys know, we do have a presenter, and then we also have a mastermind after that. And we've pre-chosen the mastermind this week. We're going to start doing that. So this week, we've already been discussing it on Facebook. So we're going to continue talking about our audience. So making sure we find the right one, figuring out how that might evolve as our business matures, and then figuring out where in the world they are. So we're going to all kind of talk about that later on. But meanwhile, first of all, we are going to have Dave Whistler tell us more about his business. And we're going to put me on mute because I'm in a construction zone.
Uh-oh. Are you guys all ready for this? That was overwhelmingly loud. I love that. Appreciate that. I guess everybody's on mute, so that helps. So as I mentioned before, I am from the northern Colorado area. I kind of centralize in Longmont, I guess is where I call my remote office, which is my home office, because I actually work out of my car. So wherever people are at, whatever part of the city or state you're in, I come and meet you. So I guess a little bit about me first off. I am kind of, I guess, about as close as it gets to a Colorado native nowadays. I've been here for almost 23 years. So that's pretty impressive nowadays for Colorado. I love the area. I'm always out and about, going up into the mountains, going hiking, going camping. That's kind of my passion in life. But beyond that, I guess what my life is about nowadays, and I've been able to develop that with what I do with Pay It Forward, is all about building relationships, building community with people all over the Front Range, as well as I'm expanding now to the whole country. I've had a couple people introduce me to people in Alaska recently, which has been awesome. So now I have an excuse to go to Alaska and write it off as a business trip. So more than anything else, I want you guys to understand that if my services that my company provides is not something that works for you, or you don't think it'll be a good fit for your company, I still would love the opportunity to meet you so I can maybe be able to help you send some referrals your way or get to know your business and maybe use your services down the road. Because I talk to 30 to 40 business owners a week, and I have a contact list of over 2,000 contacts right now. So I can know somebody that might be able to help you out too. So a little bit about Pay It Forward, and how I got started with Pay It Forward is it was kind of an accidental opportunity. My wedding photographer 3 years ago canceled 2 days before my wedding, and kind of panic mode at that moment, but she introduced me to her mentor, who ended up being the son of the owner of Pay It Forward Processing. And so I was able to talk with them for a little while and kind of got an idea of what Pay It Forward was, and it fit everything I do in my life and what my passion is for life. So I just went ahead and jumped on board, and I've been doing it for about 3 years now. And I couldn't think of any better job to have. Honestly, I get to meet people all day long. I get to work with business owners, give them some support, advice, network for them. And then our biggest key component to what we do at Pay It Forward is that we partner all of our businesses with a nonprofit. And so I get to raise support and raise funds for nonprofits every single day. And by far and large, the best thing I can ever do with my life. So I wanted to introduce you guys a little bit to who, let's see if I can do this. We practiced this earlier this week. See if I don't screw it up this time. Come on. Share. There we go. Awesome. Okay. I think you guys can all see my screen. So this is just our website. Feel free to take a look at it. And if you have any questions, or if you want to learn a little bit more about who we are, our main page just shows a picture of, or revolving pictures of all the nonprofits that we support and the checks that we give out every single year. We have been able to give out a little over $200,000 to nonprofits all over the country over the last 3 years of this program, which is just absolutely amazing. It's free money to our nonprofits, free to our clients, and it can't get any better than that. So if you're interested about some of the nonprofits that we work with, if you go to the center of our page, there's the Give Back Program tab, and it will take you directly to a list of all the nonprofits that we currently support. It's quite a wide range of different nonprofits that we work with, everything from cancer research to children's redevelopment, arthritis. I have one out here in Boulder that helps kids learn how to go out and spend time in the mountains, go camping, go mountain bike riding, have a ski team. So it's a very wide range of nonprofits that we currently work with. So we find one that fits our business's best interest. Also, a real quick show on here. We do have the versatility to do whatever your business may need. So if you need to do an online shopping cart, we can provide that. If you have a brick and mortar location, we have different companies we've partnered with that have a full retail system that you can get a little cash register. We have some of the smaller versions, so it's just like a little tablet that you can use to move it around, make it a little bit easier, and kind of make it more modern and more user-friendly for your clients. I wanted to point out real quick, I have a quick video I was going to show of one of our new systems that we use. This is by far my favorite that we've ever partnered with.
As a small business owner,
and for each of you that may have a front office, or you know somebody that has a brick and mortar location, big old cash registers aren't very comfortable sometimes. So we partnered with this system. It's called Point. It's really, really cool. Very basic system, so you guys can look at this a little bit later if you want to, but write it down so you can show it to your friends and family and show them how amazing the system is. And we're one of the few companies that does work with them. So if you like it, let me know. Okay, so I'll let you guys finish that one later. All right, stop sharing. There we go. All right, so that's just a basic overview of who Pay It Forward is, what we do, kind of a way to learn a little bit more about us as well, so that way you're not kind of lost in the water and wondering what's going on, about what makes us special. Beyond that, though, one of the biggest questions we always get is, because we're giving away money, does that mean that we're going to be charging you extra money? Because that's the way everybody works. Like Amazon Prime, I mean, any restaurant you go to nowadays, they say, do you want to add up a portion to a charity or something like that? We actually don't charge anything extra for our give back program. The money that we give away is actually a portion of our company's profits every single year. So it's free to you. There's no upcharge. We still give you the best rates that you can possibly imagine. And there's actually not a single company I have faced yet that we can't beat their rates. And we stay that way. They never change. That's one of the biggest concerns that a lot of people say, is that they see, you know, a quote from a business that says, you know, we'll save you $1,000 a month. And then 3 months later, the rate changes and they don't learn about it, and they don't know about it until they start seeing an extra zero on their bill. So we don't do that. We haven't changed our rates in 15 years, and we never will. There's no reason to. So we are the best of both worlds. We are the best of all worlds in the processing industry. I can guarantee you that. And you get to work with me every single day. So as long as you can deal with me, I think we'll do okay. So I want to open it up again to questions. I've been able to address a little bit of who we are. Now ask me questions. Jade.
Am I unmuted?
Yes.
You're good.
So one of the advantages that we found using SquareUp is that we can send an invoice directly to email, and it will show us on our weekly reports that, yes, they did pay it, this is how much they paid, and this is how much we sent you. Do you guys have something that competes with that?
We do. It depends on exactly how you would want to simplify your processing life. But we have a management system that you can log into anywhere in the world, and it'll track every single transaction you've ever processed from the day you signed up to today. And so you can send it, do reports, you can get emails for it. It can track your business models, what days 10 years ago you had more processing on, and so on and so forth. So any way that you want to track your business, we can provide that, as well as we do partner with a lot of management systems out there. So accounting systems, QuickBooks, Xero, or if you have a certain management system you use online, a lot of them we can partner with and sync with too.
Okay, well, talking about Dave Kramer, we're actually partnered with them. Can you guys integrate with Dave?
We can. It's literally a 3-step process that'll take maybe 5 minutes.
Okay. Thank you.
Destiny.
So as a coach, I don't necessarily, like, I do some invoicing online, but a lot of it is we're at a event and people want to sign up for something. And we've been using the little square thing, but then ever since they changed to the chip cards, it's kind of been crap. So do you have something that can handle the chip card security, but is also mobile, that I can use with my phone or with a laptop, or even maybe an iPad, or, you know, or a tablet that we have with us?
We do, actually. We have one of the most reliable systems out there right now. I have a company that we partner with that actually has a Bluetooth chip reader that you can use. So it's amazing at trade shows that you can just set it on your table and you don't have to carry it around or plug it into that case or into your phone and your case gets in the way or anything like that. So it's really simple. It's very easy. And I can't stress enough that it's so easy to set up. 92% of the work that gets done is all on me. All I have you do is help me fill out the paperwork, and then I train you on how the system works. I do want to point out real quickly, and this is, I'm not in the business to bash competitors, but I want to give you guys a little bit of education about Square, because that's kind of the most common processor at the moment. Square's processing rates are 2.75% for a swipe transaction and 3.5% for a keyed-in transaction. Our rates have never gone above 2%. So cost comparison-wise, we are insanely insanely cheaper than we are than Square charges. As well as Square does not have a secure bank. So anytime a transaction gets processed with Square, you never know where it's going to go and how long it'll take to get back to you. We provide next day funding every time, no matter what.
Thank you, David. So we're actually out of time for the presentation slot. If you still have questions for David, please go ahead and put those in the comments right now, and he'll continue to answer your questions there. But we'll turn it back over to Chantel to go into our next segment.
Awesome. So our next segment, like I said, is the mastermind situation, where we've been talking. It's something a lot of us deal with. And like I said, in the Facebook, either are dealing with it or have dealt with it with their business, or probably will deal with it again. So is, again, our audience. So how do we figure out who our audience is as that changes? How do we kind of address that? And then once we figure out who these people are, where in the world do they hang out? Are they at coffee shops? Are they online? Are they on Facebook? Where are these people? So I'll turn that back over to Dave, and we can incorporate some of the comments that you guys put in Facebook. We've actually got a pretty lively conversation going there. So go ahead and go for that, Dave.
Thanks a lot, Chantel. Yeah, the Facebook discussion that we had going was had a lot of great comments on it. I'd like to start by looking at Destiny's comment, where she was talking about looking at that one customer that you have already, and that you just like to duplicate that customer. If you had an entire team of customers that were like that one, how would that make your business? We're all familiar with the 80-20 rule, right? So 20% of your customers are the ones you want. 80% are the ones that are causing you all the trouble and all the problems. So, I personally have learned a long time ago, it's okay to fire employees and it's okay to fire customers. I see a lot of head nodding here, so we're all in agreement. That's awesome. So Destiny, would you like to expand on that a little bit about finding the perfect client and then trying to replicate them?
Sure. So at the beginning of my coaching, I've been doing this for 3 years. And in the beginning, I would take anybody and everyone that would pay. And then I realized some of them were using a lot more of my time on the back end. Like I would have to prepare for them. And then, good Lord, the drama that they would bring into the calls. And it was just a lot of muck. But there were always these one or two that I really I lit up. I looked forward to their calls, and I found myself purposefully scheduling them in between all of the other ones so that I could get this energy boost in my day, and then I could, drudge through the rest. That I was like, wait a minute, why am I even bothering with drudging through the rest? Why don't I just find more of these two types that I really love? And even though they did bring they had some stuff going on in their lives, they still took it on and they used it instead of falling victim to things. They used it to move them forward. And I was like, that's what I want. So I started paying really close attention to what they did, how they did it, the qualities that they possessed as a human being, as a business owner. And I actually started a list, and I was like, this is what I want. Then I had those clients that I was like, I don't want them. I made a list of what I don't want, because sometimes finding out what we don't want, we can just kind of reverse it and find what we do. And so that list of what I really wanted in a client grew, and I was like, okay, how do I get more of them? And so I started just interviewing them and asking them questions about why they wanted to work with me, what attracted them to me, what is it about their lives that they knew they needed or they could benefit from a coach. And I started using their words, exact phrases in marketing. And all of a sudden there were other people who were, hey, guess what? Just like them. And so it's been great to find those clients that light me up. And I usually do about a 60-minute call before I take a client. And if they don't light me up and they don't inspire me, I'm like, here's another coach you might want to try working with, but it's not me. Like, I know
These
it's
are
not.
some great gold nuggets. I hope everybody's taking notes. Thank you so much, Destiny. Also, would like to give Hollie a chance to speak up on this because she can talk about how to actually find them. Once you've identified them, where do you find them?
Cool. So that is the biggest challenge, right? Because I need to connect to these people now that I've identified them. So there's a variety of different ways you can do that online and in person. Meetup.com is phenomenal. So if you know of some people that you definitely want to connect to or that you are connected to that are a good fit, see where they're connected in meetup.com. Also, different groups in LinkedIn and Facebook are valuable for that as well. Networking in person and networking online can marry nicely so long as you've got activity in each. The worst thing to do in networking, whether it's online or in person, is to join something and then not participate in it because you are not remaining top of mind when you're not involved. So that's my little 2 cents.
That's a great point. All right, Adam, jump in.
All right. So not to sound like I don't value relationships, because if you know me, you know that I do. But I also want to say that in some businesses, especially with payroll, there's a certain commoditization of it. So we'll target a business, and unlike Destiny, where I want to make sure I like them to a certain degree, there are some tough folks who our service provides a value for, and we kind of have to rise above. So one thing you said, Destiny, was where they go and what they do. All of us would love to work with business owners. My industry bases it on headcount. So 20 to 50 employee headcounts, kind of that industry sweet spot that everybody wants. But a lot of business owners who are in that space don't do traditional networking. And Hollie said it well with the LinkedIn as a great marriage for it. But I think there's another way as well, because Destiny said it great. Go where they go and do things with them that they do. So if it's something where you can find a men's golf group for business executives, it's a little bit more where you have to work the long relationship curve. But those people aren't going to go to your meetup groups. They're not going to go to your traditional networking groups. But human behavior, we're animals that group together. So they go somewhere, they do something, and they talk to someone. And it still ends up being the same general interaction that we're all looking for of, oh, hey, you don't like your service provider? I have somebody who I can connect you with. Our opportunity through our relationships. So I think that one of the things that's brought me some value is really looking outside of the normal networking box. I mean, if there's, as weird as it sounds, like Masons or these kind of groups, if you have someone in your family who's a part of that, the different service organizations or fraternal organizations where some of those older, higher level business owners might be doing some things, are some great places to look to see if there's an opportunity. And they're a little non-traditional and not always top of mind when people are thinking about where to connect as well.
So it sounds like an extension of that old saying, go to the golf course, right? That's what
it
business
is.
Done on the golf
right.
course.
I mean, certainly that old adage has some times where it works, but there's other places. I mean, there's a lot of fraternal organizations that have been around for decades, and there are people who are in their 40s and 50s who are business owners who are very loyal in that community.
So I don't know if this was mentioned yet, but also what I've had success in just asking my favorite client, hey, what magazines do you read, or what websites do you like to visit, or those types of questions. Steve, looks like you had a comment.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it starts with pretty much managing your own clients. So when you have a really good client, stay in contact with them. Like, especially, I mean, you could be in the creative industry and you do a project and you're done, but that doesn't mean that your relationship is done with them. And so say you work on a really, really good project and 2 months down the road, you haven't talked to them in a long time, be like, hey, I was just thinking about you. I worked on this really exciting project. I'd love to catch up with you when you got some time. And just when you do that, most of the time you'll get an introduction, because especially when it comes in the creative industry, it's all referral based, pretty much, because it's very stylistic. So it's really hard to just go out there and market, especially online marketing doesn't work too well. So being that it's referral based, at least in creative industry, the best you can do is really try and foster those clients that you have, and you'll slowly work your way up as far as and you take that ideal client. So you can still update the worst client that you had a nightmare client, and you can still reach out to them if you want, but go for your best client and work your way up from there. And most likely they'll introduce you to someone else, and then it'll just keep going and going. And that tree will slowly start to grow.
Awesome. Great. Thank you. We got
Kind of your
about,
own private gold mine there.
yeah. You know, there's a feature in AllPro Web Tools where it'll show you who referred who, and then who they referred, and then who they referred. So it creates that tree for you. And I was actually playing with that last night. Amazing. Not the AllPro Web Tools piece. Amazing how I was introduced to two people by a different person who I was introduced to by a different person who I met through a different thing. And those two at the bottom were like my ideal client. And I never would have met them if I hadn't met those other people along the way. So being able to kind of visualize that tree is really cool. And it really teaches you that every interaction, even if it's somebody, because I didn't do business with those first two people. We just kind of made a relationship. We're friends, but there wasn't anything really there to happen. But they knew me and they referred me to other people. David, looks like you have a comment.
Yeah, I just wanted to suggest also, remember that, you know, everywhere you go is the best marketing place you can be at. So I get nicknamed in my office and my company as the Starbucks agent, because I go and I sit at Starbucks half the time before or after meetings. Actually, I don't go to Starbucks. I don't like Starbucks, but I go to coffee shops all the time. And I'll sit there and I'll eavesdrop on conversations around me. And I'll learn about business owners and different people who are looking for different things and whether they need credit card processing or not. I talked to a lady the other day that was looking for a new web designer. And so I introduced her to my 4 different web companies that I know and found the one that she fit best with, and so on and so forth. And now she knows me and she's referring me out to people she knows. So don't be afraid to talk to people in Qdoba or wherever we're at today.
But also the guy that you referred to is going to remember you. So you just, made 2 stronger connections right there.
Two birds. Yeah. Exactly.
Awesome. We got about 30 seconds left, so we'll swing it over to Stephanie real quick, and then we'll swing it back to Chantel.
Okay, another suggestion is find out where they look for information when they're having trouble in your area. What kind of, like it was suggested before, what magazines do they read? What YouTube channels do they look up? What is their primary medium for finding out information when they need help in areas like yours? And then publish information on sites and channels like that, explaining, giving tips on how to do stuff, and then saying, I gave you a piece of the puzzle to get the rest of the puzzle. So I helped you to organize your desk, to get help organizing the rest of your office so you can be more productive and clear-headed. Contact me or take this next step.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Stephanie.
Welcome.
This was really great, guys. Thank you so much for participating in the mastermind section. And be sure to look in the Facebook group for the next topic so we can do this again next week. And Chantel, we'll turn it back to you.
Hey guys. So to work on making sure we're talking about stuff that continues to be important to you and you have a voice on, I'm going to go ahead and ask within the Facebook group what we want to talk about. We'll put in some suggestions, and then we can continue having that pre-conversation before we get into it next week. And sorry, it's so noisy where I am. Like I said, they're still setting all this up. That's the beauty of it, right? So, but yeah, I'd love to see that happen. And then we have the last 5 minutes, of course, for announcements. So does anybody in the group have an announcement of what's coming up for them soon? Yeah. Stephanie.
I have one.
My business partner, he's actually going to 3 Days to Cash soon, and he's going to be promoting my products there, and also looking for other people to possibly promote their products too. He's got 2 partners in our organization so far that he's going to be promoting this. And I don't know if you're familiar with 3 Days to Cash, but it's hosted by Laurel Langmeyer. It's primarily oriented around sales and getting better at sales. So, yeah, we're working on getting our products together for that.
Very cool. And I saw David Whistler.
So one of the nonprofits that I work with directly and is actually joining our Give Back program here soon, they're hosting a ball a couple weeks from now. They're a pre-K and kindergarten school in Broomfield. So if you're in the Denver area, they're doing I think it's Peter Pan Ball. So if you want to come and have some fun, learn about their organization, they specialize in special needs children. So it's an amazing school, amazing program. So if you're interested in having a little bit of fun, free beer and wine, let me know, send me an email, and I will get you the information and contacts for it.
Thank you. Jade.
So I don't know if there's anybody who likes to swing dance, David, but there is a swing dancing event this Friday, the 10th, for Valentine's Day, those of you that celebrate Valentine's Day. And it is all the schools in Weld County have put together their little bands, and they're doing live music all night, and it will be at UNC Ballroom. So if you'd like more information, I will send you the flyer.
And
I hate to be this guy, but that was the school nurse's office for my children. So I'm heading out.
Bye, Adam. Good luck.
All right. I'll see you guys later.
Destiny.
I just, Jade reminded me that I wanted to wish everybody a happy Singles Awareness Day. So I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. I celebrate Singles Awareness Day because, you know, that's really what it is, right? You walk in and you know who's single. So I'm like, all right.
That's a huge day for Alibaba. Alibaba, it's like a shopping day in China, Singles Day.
Nice.
They made like $16 billion last year on that. Biggest e-commerce day in the world.
Wow.
Some total stranger on LinkedIn just sent me a message to ask if I was single.
Holly.
Are you trying to hook people up, David? Okay, so my announcement is about an event that I'm going to be presenting in June 22nd through the 25th in Granby, Colorado. It's called Beyond Business Breakthrough. It is a women's event, and we are looking for sponsors. Sponsors do not have to be female, but basically your sponsorship, there's different levels. You can sponsor the dinner section, lunch section. You could be you could have a table. There's a variety of different displays. But the idea is that you would be in front of a room of 30 other business ladies who are all in six-figure businesses. So if that's something that interests you, I'm going to put my email address over here, and I'll get you some information.
Cool. Thank you. All right. So it looks like that's it for those. Of course, as a group, we have some announcements. So next week, we have Destiny presenting.
Yay!
With, let me pull this up. So we've got Destiny with Love Communicates. And so she's going to be talking to us on the 16th. On the 23rd, we have Tim Washburn, who gave us a little tour of his office last week. So he's going to be presenting a little bit more about what he's about. And since I accidentally invented an entire week in February, and then had to disinvent it because it doesn't actually exist and kick Stephen off of his presenting day. Stephen, would you like to do the week after? Stephen, you're very, very quiet. Hold on.
It's okay. I got him off mute.
Got it. I would love to, except I don't think I'm going to be able to make it that week because I will officially be moving into Boulder.
All right.
So it'll be a very busy week, but yeah, that week, unfortunately, I might not be able to. The earliest I could probably do it would be the 16th.
All right.
If you need help moving, let me know, Steve.
Sounds good. Thank you.
We'll be communicating on that then and make sure that we get a chance to hear from you soon.
Yeah, 16th, March 16th would be awesome.
The 16th? Okay.
Yeah.
So how about, I don't have my calendar in front of me, the week after the 23rd.
Yeah, I'm waiting for mine to open as well because I would love to.
That's the 2nd of March.
The 2nd of March. Thank you. That's helpful. He's like, I'm moving that week. I, of course, know exactly all about it.
So does anybody want the 2nd of March?
We're waiting for Holly. Yeah, Holly wants it. Okay, cool. Okay. All right, so we are all set up there. And of course, as always, we'll be sending out an email for everybody that showed up and let you know what the YouTube link is so that you can come back and look. And
also, we want to make sure everybody's got access to the new Facebook group.
Yes.
That's where we're going to be doing a lot of announcements and chit chat in between meetings because we only meet once a week. But if you want to get in contact with somebody in between times and you lost their contact information, make sure you've joined the Facebook group. And Chantal, how do they do that?
So probably the best way would be to go ahead and message me or email me, and I can put my information in the chat here really quick. Or, in some way reach out. Anybody within the group can invite you in, and then it'll just take one of the admins, so Dave or myself, to approve it, which obviously we will. But yeah, go ahead and hop in, and we'd love to have you there.
All right, and we're going to go ahead and leave the Zoom meeting open for the next 15 minutes. So that's your time to meet and greet and hang out, but you're free to, the official part of the meeting is over. That was a 45-minute networking meeting. Try to keep it efficient.
Yeah.
And everybody have a real safe drive back to your offices. Watch out for all that traffic. And be sure to tip your waitress, right?
Exactly, for all that wonderful yummy coffee. So, and Hollie is wondering if she can get in on the group pick since we missed her to begin with.
Actually, I got her.
You were late. No.
You got her. Yeah.
I'm not good. Yep.
Also, we did have Melina.
It's easy because she smiles a lot.
Exactly. It's a little easy to find her good picture, right? So, and we, Melina, we didn't get to hear from you at the beginning about why you're awesome. So I don't know if you can talk, if you're linked in that way.
She may be connected. She may not. Not really sure.
Yeah. Well, never mind. So.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and open it up then for just free networking. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
How fun.
So Diana, what is the weather like over there?
Well, at the moment it's okay.
At the moment it's okay.
Well, it's 10 to 11 in the night, so it's.
Oh my God! I totally forgot about that. It's nighttime over there.
You don't even look tired.
I just came from tango classes, so I'm still awake. It's winter, so it gets cold. Yeah. I don't, you guys, you have the Fahrenheit stuff. I really don't get it. So it's cold.
I have been begging for the metric system in America for so long. Nobody will listen to me.
They should listen to you.
He talks about it regularly.
Okay, well, you don't have a choice. You're in the same building.
Yeah, I'm stuck with it. Well, not currently, but
So, Chantal, are you going anywhere else business-wise in Arizona today?
I don't think so today. Melina, the one that hopped in for a short amount of time, and I think is gone now. So we're trying to get a chance to meet up because we've never met in person. And then I'm also trying to meet up with Tish Times, who will hopefully join us in one of these as well. Bye, David. But yeah, so it should be a fun time, and then we'll have the actual grand opening here soon too. So I get to have fun with that.
Well, Tish has been quite active with us today, so
good.
Hopefully you will get to see her.
That would be fantastic. Yeah, it was so good to meet you guys, and yeah, thanks for joining us, Deanna. It was really, really fun. And when are you planning on launching your business officially? I know we were emailing about that.
Maybe, well, I still have to check out all the, all the legal implications and that stuff. So there's still some time to go, but I'm really happy. I found a mentor, so she's helping me, and let's see, maybe 2-3 months. Let's see.
It's quite an undertaking.
Yeah. I realized, it's great to join these groups, and then, you actually realize, wow, this is a lot of work. It's not an easy ride.
But it's always nice when you have a team and they, some good suggestions. That's the thing I like about small business owners is by and large, they seem to be really willing to help out and participate. And
the networking or referring you to someone, and I find that really great. It's I mean, I really enjoyed where I worked, and I had a good team and I had great managers, but it was not me. I didn't feel happy there anymore. I think, and if you're in a smaller environment, or it's different.
I think
It's
you'll
more
find a
challenging.
lot of people relate to you. A lot of your target audience that you're going to be working with will relate to that a lot. So that'll be good, because that's why we're all doing what we're doing.
Yeah. I hope so.
I think this is going to be a great group for you to be involved with, because the services that you're providing can be done from anywhere. So
yeah,
good place for you to find potential clients.
I hope so. Or just to get good advice like today, the advice I got, I really have to find my target group, my niche, and those were good ideas. So some starting point, and it can set you in the right direction. So yeah, it's nice. It's nice to meet new people. It's always good.
Away from over here. Well, we'll let you get some sleep, but I'll keep up with you, and we can get a chance to chat more. And hopefully, we do this every week, as you saw in the announcements. So hopefully, we'll see you next week, and I'll chat with you before then too.
Great. Thanks so much for adding me. Have a great day.
Hey, thanks for reaching out. I'm glad Yvonne got us connected.
Yeah.
Take care, my friend.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.